Hi everyone! Today's video is going to be a little unusual for me. We are going to look at my Amazon purchases and I will link them below. So these are going to be tried and true items. Now I'm not a huge proponent of spending your money or spending my money, but I am a huge proponent of organizing and decluttering. And key number one is less stuff is easier to organize. So you first want to declutter instead of just buying a bunch of organizing bins. So we are going to walk around my house. I am going to show you what I have purchased that is working well, and maybe even something that isn't quite working so well. Let's get started. I have quite a list and we'll get it done. Also along the way, if I have these products in my videos, I will go ahead and link to the video as well in the iCards. So watch for those. I'm also going to have a little section about gifts. So I have bought a lot of kids gifts. I live out in the country. I don't get to physically go shopping a lot. So I have bought some kids gifts, and with Christmas coming up, I thought I would share those that I know are tried and true. Some of the things that I have purchased for kids, I actually keep here for when my great nieces and great nephews come to visit. And so I know those, especially the magnet tiles, are a huge success. So we'll show those to you as well. So let's get started. If this is your first time here, welcome. If this is not and you're a return watcher, I am so glad you're back. You've been in my closet before numerous times. We're going in again because on my list, which is quite lengthy, the first three things are in the closet. So let's go. And the first one is this hamper. So let me pull you down and I'll show you what we're looking at here. So I do have a video where I put this together. There are other versions where you can get it with just one opening, two openings, but I really liked this third one because I do like to separate my laundry. This is very sturdy. The clips are sturdy. It rolls, which I love. And as we age, for those that are aging with me, that actually is a huge benefit because I can roll it across the house to the laundry room. Don't have to worry about lifting. It works extremely well. The other thing I did is if I have a small load to do, I bought this collapsible so you can see it bends down and it actually will slide under here. And so if I have a smaller load, I can just pull out of these into that, and it's got a handle and I can tote it back and forth. So those are some of my favorite things. Why do I dork out over this? Geek out over it, whatever you want to call, but I love my laundry baskets. All right, and then in the closet, back in my husband's section, I ordered these garment bags, mostly for his suits and really nice shirts. And I'm actually quite happy with them because it'll keep the dust off of them and keep them protected. For these, they do have different lengths, so you'll need to measure your space, but I knew exactly what I needed them for. Welcome to the kitchen. I've pulled out a few of my kitchen purchases. There are a few more that are too big and bulky to pull out, so I will walk you around for those. But to start out with, I have the most sweetest little apron, and it came, yes, from Amazon. So it's got a beautiful pattern, and I love that it's long. And I was gonna say easy to put on, but I am not doing a great job of that right now. So you can see it goes past my knees, but isn't it the sweetest little pattern? I think I may give these as gifts for those who I know are bakers. I love that it has these big pockets. I think even for cleaning or going out into the garden, I just love it. It just makes me feel so feminine. Okay, let's get started on our kitchen items. So the first item I have is my gallon size containers for flour, sugar, stevia, whatever you would like. They open up, they come with the labels, and they're heavy, but I like them because I'm still dealing with kind of an injured hand from my post-surgery, but they have a very wide mouth that can easily get a measuring cup in, and I think they look really pretty in the pantry. I have 4 of these. It has sugar, stevia, flour, and then I think I have almond flour back in that corner. I don't use it quite as much. And this is what they look like in my pantry. They can fit 2 deep. I love them. They are very, very strong, sturdy, not thin glass, and I recommend them. Next on the list is our percolator. This is an electric percolator. It's Farberware. This particular one is 12 cups. I also have one that is 8 cups. I do enjoy the percolator because we're trying to get less plastic in our lives, and nothing in here is plastic. Inside, the pieces are all stainless steel. The basket for the grounds, everything. The plug is on the back side. Now, I will tell you with stainless steel, if you don't wipe it down and dry it right away, you can have like hard water spots. My husband primarily makes our coffee. Thank you, dear. And I'm gonna pick my battles. So having some hard water spots, I will deal with because he makes my coffee. But I really enjoy this versus like the plastic Keurigs and things like that. Now, I will say I've had one in the past that had more of like a glass attachment that showed you how many cups were in there, because when they are empty, you need to unplug them. They can't stay plugged in forever because it keeps trying to heat and percolate. So they need a little bit more attention than other coffee pots necessarily. But if you want less plastic in your life, this is the way to go. All right, next on our list is going to be my salad spinner. So I had a plastic salad spinner that I just, again, want less plastics. So I ordered this stainless steel one, and it took a while to get here. I believe I feel like such a klutz. It took a while to get here, and it does come from China, I believe, which is why it took so long, but I was willing to wait because it was the only one that I could find. And you just put your lettuce, greens in here, spin it, and then pour out the water, and it just helps so much. But the top is plastic, and it just clips on, and you just spin like this. And it spins. So I'm very pleased with that, especially when you're making salad. I do not like a lot of wet lettuce. I want to taste my salad dressing, not the water. Before we continue, let me just add, in the links below in the description, I'll put what the discount is on these if it applies for Amazon Days in October 2025, and will show percentage off and or dollar amount. You can always add the honey extension to your browser, and it will also track whether that is the best price that you have seen in the last 30 to 120 days. That's another little tip for you. For the salad spinner, it is right now 6% off. This Apron is 17% off. The gallon jar, my sugar jar here, is 24% off for $34.99 for a, I think that's a set of 2. The percolator for the 8 cup is $62.85 right now. The next thing we are going to talk about is 8% off, and it is these little stainless steel kid cups. They do have a plastic lid, but inside is stainless steel. They have an anti-grip rubber silicone holder for them. They have multiple ways that they can drink out of them. There is the flip for just drinking. There is a hole for a stainless steel straw. Now, I think there are some concerns with this stainless steel straw in that the kids could chip their teeth. It does not have the rubber on the outside. So just be cautious with that. You might want to either not use these or use a different type of straw if that's what your choice is, or don't have them running. Maybe they just sit at the table when they have the straw. But it's something to consider. So I really, again, to promote no plastic, wanted to get these for my great nieces and great nephews when they come to visit, so they have an alternative versus just the plastic, and for something that won't break. I do recommend them. All right, we have talked about these in the kitchen. Now let me take you on a little walkabout to talk about the other products in the kitchen. We have this Breville toaster oven. You can see it can handle a toast, a bagel, bake, roast, broil, pizza, cookies, reheat, warm, and slow cook. We heavily use the reheat, warm, and bake. Those are probably the highest ones we use. I like this because it has all the knobs to adjust and just makes it really easy, and has some pre-settings to it, but even the pre-settings you can adjust. And it has served us really well, especially because our oven had gone out for a while and I didn't want to have to microwave everything. So this is what we purchased instead. We've just kept it out and we are enjoying it. Now, I do not buy things full price, so watch for this to be on sale. And when I purchased it, it was $100 off. So you'll just maybe have to put it on your favorites or watch list until that price can come down. We are in my laundry room and we are going to take a look at my, my door is creaky. We're going to take a look at my ball canner. So I will pull some video in where you can see how this operates. Basically, I liked it because it has a spout to have the water drain out of, so I wouldn't have to be lifting and shifting and dealing with heavy water, as I am dealing with some health issues with my neck, with my hand. And so I needed a solution that was going to be easy. It had good reviews, and so far I have been absolutely thrilled with it. I feel like it holds more, it's easier to navigate, and I feel like it's faster as well. So I absolutely recommend this. And to finish out the kitchen, I want to talk about the timers. There actually comes with 2 of these timers. They are not high quality. However, it's got a little kickstand to it, which is precious. So it will stand up on its own, and it's pretty easy to operate. It has a magnet. I keep it on my refrigerator. It's easy to reset. You just press the 2 buttons together and it actually says clear on the bottom. And to start or stop, it's just 1 button. So it's super easy. Cheap, easy to use, recommend. Does anybody's mind like thinking songs? Because I say, let's take a little trip, and my mind goes to take a little trip. Take a little trip with me. Is that not crazy? Let's take a little trip right now. All right, here is the key holder. These are actually screws that are magnetic, and we have them in our tiny house, and I actually put them here as well. So it's easy grab and go. Now we do have a key organizer, but I love this for maybe smaller keys that are used more often, and everyone can say, I know where the key is. Let's walk into my guest bathroom, and we are gonna look in the drawers. So I bought a bunch of these, actually I think 3 sets of these drawer organizers, and I have been very happy with them. What I will say is that when you order, make sure that they have the little rubber stoppers on the bottom, because a few of mine did not come with that. And I'm gonna walk you into our Africa room, and we are gonna look in my sewing machine drawer real quick. And you can see that they came in handy for multiple applications. Yeah, there's one right here. So I have them all over. We'll come to the bar area now. And you can see I have them in here as well. I have a mixture, but the clear ones are the ones that I am talking about. So we have our little drink refrigerator here, which is why we have our little drink packets in this drawer and organized. And the photo album has been fantastic because on our bookshelves, I was able to remove quite a few frames. The great thing about this one is quite economical. It's under $40. So I will link that definitely below for you. The next product on my list is Olaplex for hair. So it is the number 4 that I use for shampoo and the number 5 for conditioner. It came as a set, and it also has a little finishing oil for any of the little flyaways. Now, I'm not claiming that my hair is the best, but I will tell you that it is smoother and less frizzy when I use this, and I get compliments when I use this than when I use other. Now, I've had some videos that my hair was crazy because of my carpal tunnel surgery. I could not fix my hair and it just went natural. I didn't use this. I used some other that kind of promotes texture and fullness, but my hair was a hot mess. So I am very pleased with these. I will stick with these. Now, they are a little pricey, but you can periodically get them on sale. When I bought this set, it was on sale. So again, put it on your watch list and use the Honey app to let you know when that price changes. Now, since we are here back in my bedroom, I'm going to grab 2 other things that we'll talk about. A silver polishing cloth. So you can see this is quite loved, and I keep this in my jewelry drawer. It's connected and it is a larger one. So I polish first on the white side and then I buff it with the lilac side. So it is pretty inexpensive, and I keep one that I have in my travel bag as well because I do wear a lot of silver jewelry, and this is really awesome for making your silver jewelry look great. Last item in the bedroom are these beautiful, beautiful file folders. Now, the plastic container I actually got at our local grocery store, H-E-B in Texas, and the file folders I got from Amazon, and they're different prints. And this is just one set of prints. They have many other prints. Now, I also just keep the bare minimum in here. I have a longer term storage for files and a 2-drawer filing cabinet in my office. And this is really for very specifics. I have an action folder, which means might be a bill to pay, something to follow up on, a receipt to keep for a short amount of time just to make sure it doesn't need to be returned. A time will tell folder, which might be some coupons, some things I might want to hold on to a little bit longer. I have a folder for our taxes for my flex spending account and for our wildlife exemption receipts. And that's pretty much it that is in here. And I found that this helps prevent it from becoming piles because we can easily access it. It's not high effort to go open a drawer somewhere. How silly does that sound, right? But it's true. For us, we need something visual. We need something easily accessible that doesn't have a hindrance to actually put it in. So this is on our dresser, and because it's pretty, I like it on the dresser, and it works just fine. Everybody needs a little pretty in their life. Let's check our list. So we have covered everything on our miscellaneous. The next items are for gift giving for kids. So let's take a walk to go see gifts I have for kids. There are a few things that I have here in the house that I will show you, and the rest I'll show you from the Amazon website. All right, we are walking over to my bookcase in the living room. Here is where we keep our toys for the kiddos. And the Picasso tiles, I have 2 sets because one set was not enough. This is 100 pieces. They come in different sets. They come in different quantities, but these are basically about that size. There are some bigger tiles as well. There's triangles, but they have magnets on all of the corners and they connect together so easily. So a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old have been playing with this and they've done an excellent job. They love them and knock them down and build them back up. Highly recommend them. Now I want to be the favorite auntie and have the best toys. Not really. I want to have some economical toys. So this is a Leapfrog pizza cart. Now I have given other carts as gifts that are ice cream carts, and those have been a huge success. But at my house, I have the pizza cart. So it is so fun. So it actually has a little bit of activity on it for dollar signs. And it has a drawer here with a pizza cutter. Some money can be stored in there. These are the actual pieces of pizza, and you have the toppings that go on there. There is the oven, and you can put the pizza pieces on there and then put them in the oven. You also have the little box to put the pizza in and a little plate. And it rolls. It also has cheese, so you can sprinkle cheese on your pizza. It has a little slicer, and the slice goes under, and it's magnetic. Look at that, how fun. Now, it does have one design flaw that I will mention, and it's got a little lever here to release it. It's got your, not the design flaw yet, I'll get to that in just a minute. It's got your different levels.
Blue, pink, orange, yellow.
So.
Chewy crust, yellow cheese.
So you can see there's some variety here. Now, the design flaw is it comes with some coins, and the coins just happen to, they should be here, and they just happen to fit where the cheese things go. So they're stuck, and I haven't tried to get them out, but that is a design flaw. So for right now, the pizza's going in there. But this is a fun little cart, and I recommend this, and I recommend the ice cream truck. Okay guys, we are taking a little trip here outside to my big oak tree. Good morning, good afternoon. And what you'll see here is a swing, a tree swing that we bought off of Amazon. And the kiddos absolutely love it. But these are adjustable. You can see there's quite a bit more rope there that you could adjust. But I, again, highly recommend that swing. That was a lot of running around the house. So the last items on the list, I'm going to show you from the Amazon site. So we are still on gift giving for kids. So last year I gave the game, The Floor is Lava, to some sweet girls who had come to visit, and it was a huge success. Now, it is not an expensive game. It was well worth it. Lots of laughter, lots of fun. I gave it to the 5-year-old, but the older kids played right along with her, as well as the adults. So I recommend that one for sure. I also gave a children's camera toy, and I really toyed. Get it? Toyed. I really toyed with purchasing it because it had some poor reviews, but I gave it as a birthday gift, and it was a huge success. And I have not heard any negative feedback on it, so that one I recommend as well. Now, the other thing is because we live out in the country, we have binoculars, and they are a high quality binocular, several sets, but kids want to emulate what the adults are doing. So getting cheaper binoculars that little kiddos can use and feel like they are inclusive, and if they drop it, it's not breaking hundreds of dollars of binoculars, but breaking maybe $30 to $40 of binoculars. So I do recommend those as well. So whether you're in the country or the city, I think those are a success either way. And here is the ice cream cart that I mentioned that was similar to the Leapfrog pizza cart. Now the ice cream cart my niece used for her 2 kids and never put the batteries in for all of the noise that it can make. But it is one that definitely can grow with the kids. It will allow you to put a card in and it will say the kitty cat wants a strawberry sundae or a strawberry ice cream cone with vanilla icing. And so they can actually choose the different toppings to make the cones, and it's magnetic and it's just precious. I think that one is a lot more interactive than the pizza cart, but I wanted to have something different here for the kids when they come to visit, which is why I got the pizza cart and they got the ice cream maker. So I've given it to a couple of the families, and again, huge success. Hours upon hours of playtime. So I do highly recommend those. All right, let's move on to just 3 items for other gifts that are for adults. The first one is Yankee Candles. Now I did a candle organization and declutter. I do want cleaner candles. What I read on these Yankee Candles is that they are a plant-based material. They didn't claim to be 100% soy. You might want to do your own research if you are sensitive to scents or you want really super clean products. But the Yankee Candle is a very reputable company. They actually have these on sale for $14.99 when they're normally $24.99. And I am really kind of shocked how expensive candles have gotten. And I appreciate them, I enjoy them, but I think we all need to be smarter about health and make sure that they are what is good for our environment, but also good for us. So do your own research, but you might want to check those out, look at the ingredients and see if those are right for you, because they are an excellent buy right now. The next item are also candles. This is the Woodwick Soy Blend Candle. And it is only 9.7 ounces, so quite smaller than the other candles. And they are on sale for $14.99. They're normally $18.99, so about $4 off. And I really like the wick. It kind of crackles a little bit if you've never tried these candles. So it's not just the sense of smell, but you're also engaging those auditory signals, and that's kind of fun. The last one I have not bought yet, but I am seriously looking at buying these as gifts, as well as maybe one for myself. Please comment below if you have seen these or if you have used these or any of the products. Share in our community, and let's make sure that we are spending our money wisely and on things that are going to be used, useful, and enjoyable. So this last one are solar garden lanterns, and they just look so pretty. So you could use them out on your patio, maybe use them in your garden, maybe use them in the walkway up to your home. They are just stunning. And they have some that have butterflies or birds or just flowers or sunflowers or just a design. And they sell them in multiple packs. You can buy 1, 2, 4, and so forth. So that is, believe it or not, the last of our list. We are gonna walk into my shower. It's a little wet because my husband just took a shower, to show you something that I don't know is working quite as well. Now, functionally, these shelves are doing fine, but as you can see, they already have discoloration and they have been up maybe 3 or 4 months. So I think they make this in black and maybe white that has a coating on it, and maybe those wouldn't discolor as well. So this is an Amazon purchase, at least in this color, that I do not recommend. So thank you for coming along on this journey. What I try to focus on are only products that I bought in 2025, a couple from 2024, but nothing older than that. I love when the Minimal Mom also comes out with a similar video for Christmas that talks about the kid gift giving, and I will 100% give her credit for The Floor is Lava because I did get that idea from her. And I have purchased some because her kids, to me, are the test. If she's promoting them because her kids were happy with them and successful with them, then I was going to purchase those for my nieces and nephews. So I do recommend that one because that was one that originally came from her. Thanks so much for coming on this Amazon shopping journey with me. Again, don't spend money if you don't have it. Let's be wise about our finances. But if you do need to get some gifts, those were some economical gifts that I recommend. Other than that, I just want to say thank you. Thanks for coming along this journey. I have a whole lot of decluttering and organizing videos that are on my channel. If you haven't subscribed, then I welcome you to do so and hit that bell so you know when I post. I really am appreciative. I am a small channel that is welcoming of everyone, and I just appreciate all of the support. I am going to close like my dad always closed his voicemail messages. Bye for now. Now we do have this electronic photo album that's upside down. Why is it upside down? No, it's right. Because when you, let's try this again. I like them because I can close it. Okay, I hear my husband coming up and making noise with the Rhino, so we're gonna give him just a hot minute to turn that off. He was supposed to be gone 30 minutes so I could work. I don't know what he's doing. Let's take a break. Applications. Well, that one's not it. And put those in them. Blah. Now I want to be the favorite auntie and have the best toys.